Many Indians are damaging their liver without alcohol. If you think liver damage happens only to people who drink alcohol, you are so wrong. I'm a gastroenterologist. In this video, I will show you how millions of people in our country are silently destroying their liver every single day. Stay until the end. I will mention one habit that is followed in almost every household and most people have no idea what it is doing to their liver. Most people, when we say liver problem, they believe there is only one thing that causes damage, which is alcohol. When there is a scan report that says fatty liver, common question they get asked is, do you drink alcohol? This is not the common reason for fatty liver nowadays. I hear from my patients, their doctors have seen the report and said, don't worry, everybody now has fatty liver. This is a very normal thing. We see it in everyone. This is absolutely wrong. Everybody don't have fatty liver. When you believe it is common, it's almost normal, I will manage it later, that later is where the problem, the danger begins. Let me tell you the truth. The number one cause of liver disease in our country today is no longer alcohol. It is the non-alcohol related fatty liver disease. This means fat is accumulating inside your liver cells without you even touching a drop of alcohol. This is not harmless fat. This is a fat that is causing inflammation. Repeated inflammation causes scarring. Scarring leads to cirrhosis. Cirrhosis can, of course, unfortunately, in some people can go on to develop into liver failure or even liver cancer. All of this can happen in someone who has never touched a drop of alcohol. Why is this exploding in our country? This is happening so fast because of four main habits. Firstly, excess of carbohydrates, heavy carbohydrate diet in our country, lot of rice, heavy meals, lot of chapatis, frequent snacking, sugary, coffee, tea, lot of sweets. Secondly, eating too late, dinners after 10, 11 p.m. regularly. Sedentary lifestyle, people are doing office jobs, 8, 10, 12 hours sat without doing much movement. Even in the semi-rural areas, we see many people with belly fat, so there is not much physical activity combined with long hours of work. All this leads to this last problem, which is fat in the belly. You don't need to be a very obese person. You can be a thin person with a small belly. You can have severe fatty liver. Sometimes we see patients who don't look actually that big, but their scan report surprises that they have got so much of fat in the liver. This is extremely it's more and more common in Indians. This is accompanied with insulin resistance, high cholesterol, triglycerides, diabetes. Let me address this dangerous myth what people have. Fatty liver is almost normal. It doesn't cause symptoms, so not to worry. It is true that there are no symptoms because liver is a silent organ. It doesn't give much in the way of symptoms until it is badly damaged. There is no pain, no warning in the initial stages. You might sometimes appreciate that your digestion is a bit hampered. You will feel a bit tired, fatigued despite having a good night's sleep. You might feel a little heavy, bloated each time you have some food, mild discomfort, loss of appetite, cholesterol level, triglycerides starts increasing. Your routine health checkup might pick up that you have now diabetes, high blood pressure, which a lot of people don't even know that they had it because there is not many symptoms. So with all this, the liver continues to suffer quietly. What actually damages the liver? Let us look at it scientifically. When you eat excess carbohydrates, especially refined carbs, take sugar in your diet regularly, indulgence in rice, maida, cakes, bread, biscuits, sweets, all kinds of celebrations happening frequently. More carbs you consume, liver starts to convert this into fat, and that's all starts to get stored in the liver. Over a period of time, this repeated fat deposition is the one that causes damage to the liver. This process is slow, but it is continuous, happens every single day. Alcohol can just be one trigger. If you happen to already have fatty liver and alongside that, if you drink alcohol, your chances of getting liver cirrhosis is 3 times higher. Even without alcohol, the timing of the food, how much food you are eating, your lifestyle, it's all going to be dictating what is the extent of the liver damage. There are a lot of detox drinks that get promoted in the social media. As a gastroenterologist, as a liver specialist, let me be clear, liver detox drinks do not cure fatty liver. All these herbal powders, weekend detoxes, green juices, none of them is going to get rid of the fat from your liver. Your liver itself is a primary detox organ. Its job is to detox you. What it needs is less overload of calories, putting less food into the body, putting less sugar into the body, moving the body more. Let's clear this confusion. No detox drinks for liver. Now, let me come to the important part. How to protect the liver from getting into this irreversible damage, cirrhosis. Liver is a fantastic organ in the body. It fights back. It really handles a lot of damage. It's a very resilient organ. So fatty liver is fully reversible if you can pick it up at an early stage. Here is what I tell my patients what actually works. Firstly, timing of the meals. Have a proper schedule of meal time. Try and finish your dinner at least 2.5 hours before your bedtime. Where possible, finish your dinner by 8 p.m. Secondly, cut the carbs intake. Not zero carbs, but you need to portion control. Just because someone says rice is not good, you switch to chapati and start eating 4, 5, 6 chapatis, it is equally worse. It's not about rice, chapati, ragi, jowar or quinoa. It's about the quantity. Try and reduce the amount of carbs you take, especially in the night dinner. Have a good amount of vegetables to fill your belly. Number 3 is movement. Even half an hour of brisk walking can do wonders for reversing fatty liver. It's time tested. You can try it for a month and you will see the difference. Most importantly, whatever medicines you might be taking, whether it is Ayurveda, Homeo, Allopathy, home remedies, none of this can reverse fatty liver unless you reduce this last one, which is the belly fat. Size of the waist matters more than your actual weight. So you need to cut the size of the waist, reduce the belly fat. This is one of the important things which people miss. And also, sometimes people don't come for follow-ups. They might need a simple ultrasound scan, simple blood test. You can't tell everything by just looking at someone that they've got fatty liver, what stage it is, or how bad it is. Ultrasound can show a very bright echo texture of the liver. Early warning system on the blood test, you can see rise in the SGOT, SGPT, that ALT, AST liver enzyme levels. So who should get it checked? If you already have these, you should get your liver checked. Firstly, if you have diabetes. Secondly, if you have high cholesterol on your blood test. If you got a little bit of a pot belly. If you are feeling tired without a good reason. Or if your ultrasound report already says that you have fatty liver. Ignoring this is going to be a big mistake. If you act early, you can reverse fatty liver completely, as early as within 6 weeks, certainly to well within 6 months. Let me end this by saying you don't need alcohol to damage your liver. You do need awareness to protect your liver. Fatty liver is so common, but we should not convert this fatty liver into permanent liver damage, cirrhosis. Liver disease is silent, and protecting the liver starts long before your symptoms appear. So as a gastroenterologist, I suggest it's never too late to reverse liver disease. So the most important thing is the physical activity, the movement. This is what many people in Indian households actually ignore, that really puts more fat into their liver. If you do feel that this video has created some awareness, please share it with others. It will benefit a lot of people. Thank you.